Hello, bipolar RS. Happy Valentine's Day. I just popped on to talk about sometimes not feeling that you are legitimately ill when you have bipolar, because it is not a physical illness, and I sometimes feel that when I have been in hospital for a physical illness, I feel legitimately ill, whereas on all the other occasions I haven't, if it's been to do with my mental health. And I think it's possibly how a lot of people feel about being, it's invisible to a degree, and I think people feel that they don't justify their care or their need for care, and they feel that they are almost pretending sometimes. It's a very strange thing. It's something that you have to experience to really understand how you feel about it. I myself have felt that I've been attention seeking, and it's just been in my head. It was in my head, and I don't really feel that, even though I take medication, so there is obviously something wrong with me. I don't feel as though you almost feel like you're faking it. It's a very strange thing. It's a very strange thing. It's almost like you just feel that you know it because it's not got a bandage or plaster or all those things, that it can't be real. It is a very unreal, out of the body experience feeling, because you do sort of feel like you're in a different world, and everything you're going through is quite surreal. I suppose it's a bit like taking drugs to some degree, something compared to that, because it does feel unreal. And you can you can feel that you're putting it on, or it's not really as bad as it is. And I find that hard to understand, because I suppose if I did talk to my medical profession about it, and they did go through my file with me, they would probably say, yes, you were actually ill. You were at sometimes very ill. And they would sort of reason it away for me. But at the moment, I do get through times when I think, I'm just sort of faking it, or it's a very difficult thing to explain in the terms of somebody who's been through it, and in the terms of how it's presented itself in a family unit, and it's very very difficult to understand. But it does make you feel that you want to understand it, and you want to learn more about your brain in general, because it is quite fascinating. When it's not being miserable and depressing and sad, it's quite fascinating, really. You know, how the brain operates, how it works, how it, you know, determines, you know, I mean, I always compare it to like a computer lockdown, or, you know, when the computer says no, you know, a crash, you know, or even a head injury in a crash. I always compare it to that because, and the next fascinating thing is how your body repairs, how your brain repairs, how your brain, you know, it is amazing. It is amazing. No wonder people go into medicine, because the body and the brain is quite fascinating. I absolutely love thinking about it, and I do a lot of research on the internet about it, because it does interest me quite a lot. And I know some people who have had these conditions have then gone into that profession or gone on to that career because they've felt they want, you know, they've had a bit of an insight into it and it's excited them, and they've wanted to, basically, they've wanted to you know, research them, not research themselves, but research what was going on in their mind at the time. And some people have decided to take it on as a profession, gone into psychiatric nursing, or because when they're in recovery, when they've recovered, they're like, oh wow, that is interesting, I'd like to know all about that. I don't think I'm going to be a psychiatrist or a brain surgeon anytime soon, but it is interesting. It's very interesting how we work as a human being. Well, this is a bit of an example today, a bit of a test run, because I've got a microphone and I don't know if it's working. So you may still not be able to hear me, but hopefully in the future, the next couple of days, I'm going to be buying a new mic, because I'm going to invest some money, some more time, more money, and I'm going to look into buying a mic that will work every time I switch it on. So there's no if, buts, and why nots. But in saying that, I've got another couple of lines for you that I found. And it goes like this. As a girl, I learned that all vehicles were she and not he, and were given ugly names if they didn't work. As a girl, I learned to conform, compromise, and to be content with my lot. Disney taught me to be pretty, silent, and sweet, a sweet princess. As a girl, I learned that all I needed was a dream, was to dream, to fly, and to be free. So I'm not going to run much longer, because it's feasible that this hasn't worked, and there's this test run. So I don't even know if it's recording, actually. I think it is. I haven't done this for so long, I've forgotten how to work it. So we'll see. So like I say, I've said quite a few things have been on my mind, and we'll leave it at that, because it's quite feasible that nobody can hear me. So maybe that's what we'll do, and I'll just end it at that. And happy Valentine's Day. Bye.